Alright, in today's video, we have the concept of what if Middle East united. I just recorded this video, but it didn't have audio. So, if that happens again, I might just delete my channel. That's not a promise. But, yes, it is what if Middle East united into one country. If this map seems incorrect, I don't know. I just saw a picture and I was like, alright, I'm just going to use that. Boom, bam, bop, it's here. So, we have Turkey, Lebanon, Israel, Palestine, I guess, Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, UAE, Yemen, Oman, I don't know if I said Egypt, Libya, or Sudan yet, Afghanistan. I think the strongest one is Turkey. I think the second might be Egypt or Israel. They for sure have nukes, but I'm not using nukes in this video. Because, well, I don't ever use nukes in videos. Again, I've probably said this last video, but if you want me to keep doing these mapping videos, I really enjoy them. And I guess I feel like somebody will hear this and say, do whatever you enjoy. So I might just start doing this. Yes, I'll get back to Fortnite, but Fortnite's kind of falling off right now. The season's kind of mid, so yeah. I'm going to stop yapping, and let's get on with this video. So, we have the Middle East against this. Oh, well, that was against this. There we go. Oh, well, I kind of messed that one up. This is the concept right here. I don't know why I did that. I like drawing circle. Probably do that. I've probably done that every video now. I feel like the first thing that will happen is some unifications? Some countries are going to unite with the Middle East. One being Cyprus. Again, some of these videos, it's not going to be realistic at all. Like, this can't be realistic. Yemen and Syria. Oh yeah, I forgot to say Syria. Yemen and Syria, I think, are going are having a civil war right now. I'm not sure about Yemen, or is it Oman? I think it's Yemen. And I'm not sure about South Sudan. I think they're just having riots or something. I don't know. But I do know Syria is having a civil war right now. So, none of this would really happen because, I mean, Israel and Palestine are in a war right now, and they're in the same union. So, none of this is going to be realistic. Also, the country, whoever's the main character, they get plot armor, so they get a buff. Like, if they become the 7th strongest country in the world, they will then be, like, either the 5th or the 4th strongest. Mainly because they're the main character. The first unification will be these two. Which, hold on. There we go. These two are going to because Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan are not that strong. So they will just unite. And anything that happens with unifications or anything, they will be this color instead of this color. Just so you know. Now, I don't know if Georgia would join, but I'm just gonna say that if one of these countries join, then the other one won't, because I don't think they would be. But you know, it's my video. I get to choose whatever I want. Those countries are now part of it, and Eritrea. Hold on, let me just color in booty. Alright, so I think that's all I'm going to do right now. I'm not sure about Turkmenistan, because Turkmenistan aren't as strong. I'm not sure if they have a civil war going on or not. I know they're just like, apparently they're like unstable or something. Don't ask me. I'm not an expert in politics. Okay? That will happen. Uzbekistan is pretty strong. I think they're like the 2nd or 3rd strongest out of all the stands. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I always say don't, and then I'll say correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what it is. I think I said it either last or the video before last. This video is going to be so long because I don't stop talking. Let's go on with this. Alright. The first war is going South Sudan. So, like, right now, Sudan and South Sudan are in a civil war. Or now civil war. Oh my gosh. I've already said civil war so many times. Are in a war right now. So, I mean... So, South Sudan will send troops all along the border. And start to push in more. Alright. And, see, if this was realistic, the next thing that would happen here would be, that. But this isn't realistic. So, I don't know how strong South Sudan is compared to Sudan, but I think Sudan is like one of the strongest militaries in Africa, in the top 10 strongest militaries in Africa. I'm not sure about South Sudan, but I do like South Sudan's flag, I will say that. I think I've said something about a flag every single one of these videos. I think I've said everything. Everything that I say in these videos, I think is just copied from another video. Also, let me know what other, like, if you want me to unite other parts of, like, continents or anything like that. Alright, we gotta look at this peace treaty. So in this peace treaty, we will see that, Sudan will take, or the Middle East will take, half of South Sudan, or a little bit of, like, almost half of South Sudan, and the rest of the actual South Sudan will become a puppet state for the Middle East, just like all these others. So these will all join in. Again, this would never happen, like, in history ever. Like ever. Yeah, ever, you know, ever mean. Okay. The Middle East has grown a lot. That's what we could say right now. And their next target, so, also, I forgot to do that. Eritrea. Well, really, Eritrea and Djibouti will join. And now, we finally are, having another war. Well, I mean, finally, like, I'm saying finally like it's a good thing. It's really not. But I mean, as long as it gets me views, it's fine, you know? Don't send that to the US government, please. So the next thing that's happening is, Ethiopia is getting invaded, okay? Now, Ethiopia's terrain is kind of mountainous, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. That time, I didn't say don't. Well, now I did, but not before. You know what I mean. But since it's, I think, mountainous, it's kind of hard to invade, like, Afghanistan. But, I mean, we already got Afghanistan, so we don't have to worry about that, at least. Go along the border of, Somalia. Or some others might say Somaliland, but it's Somalia. In my opinion, okay? In my opinion, it's Somalia. At this point, yeah, they will surrender. Let's look at this peace treaty. This peace treaty, includes, the Middle East fully taking, or fully annexing Ethiopia, and Ethiopia gives them good access to Somalia. My laptop's about to die, so I gotta hurry this up. Yeah, they joined, man, I need to stop yapping sometimes, because I think that's wasting a lot of my time. I'm doing it right now. Why am I doing this? Alright, so we will have them start invading to Somalia pretty quickly, actually. Actually, hold on. Let me just... They're invading into Somalia pretty quickly. Somalia is not a strong country. Like, at all. It's like one of the worst militaries. It's one of the worst militaries that are actually a military. Like, you can't count Iceland because they don't have one. Or Costa Rica. But yeah, they will eventually just annex them. Or they will surrender. And let's look at this peace treaty. And to no surprise that Middle East will fully annex Somalia. It's extremely good access to the Indian Ocean right here. Hopefully. So now we're gonna stop heading south and we're gonna head west. I had to think. Somebody watching this has to do that all the time, right? I'm not the only one. But yeah, Chad. Sorry, that's all I got for you. They'll start invading Chad from up here. Yeah, you know, because it makes sense. Well, it really doesn't, because this is Sahara Desert. All right, they'll start sending troops down here quicker and faster because there's desert up here, not much desert down here. But I wouldn't say that Chad is an easy country to go through, because it isn't. Has Sahara Desert in the north. That's all I know. But yeah, they will eventually surrender. And let's look at this peace treaty. This peace treaty consists of the Middle East taking most of the eastern side of Chad and leaving the rest to be a puppet state from Niger. Or Niger, whichever one you want to say. However you say it. Niger, however you say it. Like, some people say Tunisia. I say Tunisia because, it just rolls off the tongue better for me. Speaking of Tunisia, they are now being invited. Alright, there we go. So, yeah. Hold on. Get this. There we go. Alright. They start invading from the south, because where else are they going to invade from? And I don't know where Tunis is. Remember? Tunis. Not Tunisia. We're in Tunisia. Tunis is the capital of Tunisia, if you didn't know. I don't know where it is, but I think it's somewhere north, but I think they would surrender by then. Leading to a full annexation of Tunisia. The next thing that will happen is most likely Middle East will try to negotiate some things with other countries, like asking the Central African Republic if they would like to become a buffer puppet state. And they deny, which does not end well for them, because then, they decide, okay, we'll just invade you and make you one. So they start invading them. And, gotta remember, buff, okay? They got a buff. They're like the 4th, 5th strongest country right now. I mean, they have Turkey, which is the 10th or 9th strongest country. They have UAE, which is in the top 30 or 40. They have Saudi Arabia, which I think is in the top 30. Egypt, top 20, I think. Israel, top 20. Iran, top 20, I think. And so that's what I'm going to leave it at. Okay. So they keep on their invasion of the Central African Republic, and by the time they get here, they decide that they're gonna surrender, and we're gonna look at a peace treaty. And you're about to see me cut to it because I'm now editing my videos with the YouTube editor. Because I don't feel like using CapCut because I'm not paying for anything right now. I'm not financially stable for that. So you'll probably see a cut probably about now. This peace treaty will lead into Central African Republic turning into a puppet state or a buffer state or country, whatever you want to say, for like all the southern African countries, because I feel like the more southern you get, the more stronger they get. Like Angola's pretty strong. I'm not sure Namibia, but then you got desert right around here to where there's Botswana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi. I think that's it. Tanzania. I just called Mozambique Tanzania. Tanzania's right here. Mozambique. You got all these countries right down here. But we kind of need like buffer states, Now, I think the next thing that will happen is probably going after Algeria. Mainly because, I feel like Algeria, since they are mostly, I feel like since they're mostly Sahara Desert, they would, be rich in like oil, which I mean, they kind of already are with Saudi Arabia, but I mean, what's wrong with getting some more? I'm just taking a guess. Don't hurt me. So, the next thing will obviously be an invasion. Because that's what this video is supposed to be about. So, we get an invasion from Middle East all along the border. But they mainly are on the top area. I don't know where Algeria's capital city is. It might be Algiers. That might actually be their capital. I mean, Tunis, Algiers. I was talking yesterday and I said Nigeria's capital might be Niger. Then I said I sound stupid. But once they take the northern part, it's basically just gain from there. Because I mean, it's going to be tough to get through the Sahara Desert, but over the time period of like a couple years, maybe like 5 years, maybe more, they will then fully annex Algeria. Yes, fully annex. Well, hold on. That's actually not true. Let's look at this peace treaty first, because we gotta. This peace treaty will lead to the northern part of Algeria going over to the Middle East, and the Saharan desert part, Saharan desert, cut that out. Sahara desert part is gone over to Algeria, That's where the rest of Algeria is, but it becomes a puppet state, buffer state, same thing. We do have Niger bordering us, which could be a problem, same with Morocco. But I think we're going to do a couple more invasions, then I'm going to end this video. Again, this week, you might get 2 videos this week because I might not post next week. Or I might schedule a video for next week. That's actually probably a smarter idea. I'm going to schedule a video for next week after I record it this week. And then we can, all chill, watch BMR Golden on the television in the living room. I don't know why you would watch me on the TV in the living room, but I mean, also, if you're on TV, you should also subscribe. Even if you're not on TV, you can also subscribe. That'd really be helpful. I'm trying to reach 2K before October 16th, or 16th. Don't ask why that day. Just check my community post that day. Set an alarm or something. But let's get back to this video, because we need some more invasion. Well, not actually. Don't listen to me, any government of the world. Russia. So we have invasion from the Middle East into Morocco, which don't know where their capital is again. I won't know where most of these capitals are. I do need to learn them. I do indeed need to learn them. But, you know, that's the least of my worries. Because, you know, if once... The comments can tell me, you know. I don't need all this technology. I don't need all this learning from, like, actually doing it myself. I'm just going to learn from people that's already learned it before. And, what did I just do? I don't know. But, you know, I'm just going to learn it from people that's already learned it before. And, you know. So I don't really have to do much. Or you could just look it up on, you know, look up a tutorial on YouTube on how to figure out where it is. Yes, I just said a tutorial. Don't laugh at me. So they will declare war on Western Sahara, but since Western Sahara really isn't a country, it was owned by Morocco until they fully annexed them. They will change their mind and become a buffer state. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's video. If you want me to continue this, I will, because this is extremely fun. I don't know what it is. I might... Okay, so I'm thinking of bringing back the 13 colonies of the U.S., but I'm going to have to do a lot of research. I don't want to do all that. So I might just bring back the Soviet Union, or in other words, the Warsaw Pact. Or I might unite stands. I might bring back the Ottoman or Roman Empire. I might bring back... I might unite Southeast Asia. I might sink Oceania to the ocean, which it's already been done before. Because my laptop's about to die, so like the video, subscribe because I'm trying to reach 2K, and God bless.